But the problem I had is the people that were around me. Either they didn't believe in me, or they just, because they were so used to me.
People around you, who do you mean? Did you have a management?
It's not more like an attack.
Was it a management? Was it your friends?
It's still not their fault. It's not. You know why I like you, Claire?
Yeah.
Because you're persistent.
You
deserve the attention. That's what I'm saying. I hope that profession like Eddie K is in a higher place now, but when it comes to society, even much bigger than the entertainment he was in. So it would be nice for him to come. Look at me trying to convince him to come on camera. It would be nice for him to come.
I'm sure he will watch and this interview. You have to share the interview with him and
share his story with you, because his story is so inspiring. It's so inspiring.
I can't wait.
And Spira, you know Spira?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
The guy with the big voice.
I know.
Jeff.
I know Jeff.
He's got a very inspiring story. I'm not here to speak for anyone, but those are people that I know they got stories that are authentic.
Yeah.
You know, not these created stories.
Yeah.
Jose Jobs Link.
Yeah.
He's a man, when he speaks English, you want to run away, but when you look into his portfolio...
What do you mean when he speaks English, he wants to run away?
He speaks English like Mulika. You know Mulika?
I don't know Mulika. Which Mulika?
Some
in
guy,
Uganda?
yeah.
Is this like a compliment you're giving?
It's a compliment.
Right now? I don't understand.
It's like the boy we have.
Is it like Masaka, like, you know?
No, he's from Mitiana.
Who is from Mitiana?
But he speaks proper grammar.
Yeah.
Like we have the money, things like that.
Is it?
Boom, boom, my boy Jose Jobs Link.
MC Mose, please, yeah? So now...
Also, big ups to Uncle Dan.
Uncle Dan,
you need to bring Uncle Dan.
I love that one. He will give us like the whole history of London.
Yeah.
He will tell us when the Ngabali twali tucha senera woluzi wano.
Yeah, it's even bigger than that, because for him Bweziba Ngudo Omutuma roundabout, because that's where, if you want to know something as a young man or as a young woman, Uncle Dan will help you to understand. Especially when it comes to dealing with public relations. You know, people tend to run to professors and stuff, but Uncle Dan, and trust me, when I speak about someone, it's not because I want them to feel good, it's because they deserve to hear that credit. But he's very good at you know, mentoring people on how to carry yourself and what is necessary to say. Have you ever seen Uncle Dan on Facebook cursing anyone?
No.
Don't you think that he's been disappointed in those aspects? But he knows, like he knows how to limit damage. Yeah. So
all these people that MC Mose have mentioned, if you hear this information, the messages, you know,
you also approach them. Yeah. Don't wait for them to come for you.
Either way, like I can approach them, they can approach me. Please come forward.
It makes more sense when you approach them.
Story, like inspire us. Yeah. We need the inspiration in the new year, don't we? Yeah. So
our community needs it.
We need it. We really do.
Yeah.
So so I know you are a musician. I've said this I don't know how many times so far in the interview. So what else? Because we're gonna get to the bit about the music. But what else do you do? What do you work on?
I do interior designing.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah, so that is something I love doing. Yeah. Music is more like a hobby. I struggle with music on two things. I want to be a good Muslim. I love music, so I get conflicted. Yeah. That's a personal thing. I don't want it to disturb anyone. That's me. I make my choice. Yeah. I can decide to just do music, but because I want to be a good Muslim, and it's not good, but man.
We're gonna get to the music.
So someone said to me, you can't put your foot here and another foot there. So it's a conflict for me.
Okay. Yeah. So what do you do apart from music, which is a hobby, like you say? What do you do like for a living? Interior
designing.
That's your work.
Yeah.
But you say you work in the NHS. Interior design in the NHS.
No. I'm studying in NHS.
All right, you're studying what you're pursuing. Okay, now I
yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's
So,
good.
yeah.
So to get to the music bit,
Yeah.
this is our like top musicians. Yeah.
I've been on break for more than 2 years. I can't
2
still be.
years.
I can't still be top. I think OJ is very active. He's doing
so
well.
OJ is the top one now.
I would give it to him. I would give it to him because he's persistent. He's got more videos. He's got new music. So it's unfair because I've been on break for how many? More than 2 years.
OJ,
there's Leah
I
Hubs.
see he's persistent. He's consistent as well. I'll give it to him. Like I can see over years the way he's progressed.
Leah Hubs, she's doing well with DJ Mark. She's working with DJ Mark.
Yeah.
Bella. You know Bella?
Mobiru,
yes.
Yeah.
So I think I will be like 50 at the moment because I haven't released. I record music, but I'm not releasing any music.
Okay. Now, if you say you would be fifth, give us the
if it comes to positions, which
number 4, number 3, number 2, number 1. It may not be in a specific order.
I think number 1 will be OJ. Number 2 will be Spiller. Number 3 will be Leah Hubs because I see she's got a couple of new songs.
Yeah, that's
and then
my
Bella.
girl Leah.
And Bella.
Yeah. And then Bella.
And Chia Life is also a big holiday.
Life. Yeah.
Big holiday. Yeah. Oh, and Wool Better Soldier.
Now you want to give us like 10
no,
of
Wool
them.
Better Soldier. No, because they are active, but the one I see constantly is OJ, Leah Hubs, Bella, Spiller. Those ones. It's easy for me to mention those names because I see very often they have new videos. Like Spiller has got a very good new song coming out. So and for me I took a break. Yeah.
And I see
so
OJ
it won't sound fair
to... Is it production, like doing the filming and stuff?
He likes production, that guy. Yeah.
Okay, and he does very quality stuff.
That's another one to have on your show.
Yeah.
Guys, come and support Claire.
Yeah, I will.
She's a decent lady. Her presentation is good.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I hope you're not just saying that because I'm here.
Do you know how many people have said no to interviews?
Interviews.
Yeah, because
I've seen in your interviews, like we on Pal TV.
But when you look at those characters, they're presentable. I don't like.
So, like you were still explaining to us about music.
Yeah.
So
we were on interviews and stuff, and I was saying your character. Also, helps on who you interview. Yeah. Because for me, some people they find it funny when I say no because abanayuganda omanyi bayisayisamu amaaso bagamba Mose yaganye interview. Bakuyambye nnyo okuwa interview. Yeah, but people forget we all have principles. Just because you were TV or you were I may look at you and I'll be like, no, I don't want to be part of that. Especially interviews zirimu okuvuma abantu. Me, I don't associate anything to do with promoting negativity because people have this disturbed perception that omwana ba artist olina okujeregamu biki olina okuvuma ono biki ebyo
okubamu
okube mukati go number 1 biki ebyo bitegeera. No, I don't like that. So kasitambera nga ndabyeko ku interviews nga ndaba za kamunguluze because I don't want to live like that. That's not a copy of my life.
Especially like you say, you're wanting to be like a better better person.
All my life I wanted to be in a picture. I know it's not easy to live in a perfect picture, but you try your best. That's why for me, I don't know if you see my social media, I don't fake about. Sometimes I'm misunderstood, but I speak my truth. Like Claire, you're my friend. If you happen to do something wrong and you become a public person and we exceed the level of private criticism to a public opinion, I can't give my opinion on you. I would say, even though Keria is my friend, I think she may have done better. But then in Uganda we have this thing of jealousy, this, that, we are not so used to the truth. We are so scared to look bad, That's why I love our celebrities, Bagwe Daru, the Ugandan celebrities, because they don't live their truth. And it's very let me tell you, the most expensive lifestyle is living a lie. Because when you live a lie, you must maintain it. Because your viewers are waiting. They are constantly watching. Every day they are demanding kapyachi, kapyachi, kapyachi. Once you sleep, ne balaba akatuufu nga bagamba, watulimba, da. It goes to your head. You become mentally disturbed. Ngotandika kwogera bya kiralu. And for them, they never stop watching. They don't. This is the thing about followers. They will never stop following you. They will never stop watching you, because once you make yourself a part of entertaining people, that's what people do to you. They just wait for baba kusanza ofuka kukubo. It's entertaining for them. So
you were still explaining to us about being authentic.
Yeah, living your truth. Yeah. Because it's cheaper, it's maintainable, and it's affordable. Because you can only cure what you can afford. You were speaking in you were saying about views and likes on social media, how people end up buying likes, and it's still expensive. You're buying a lie. You're paying a lot of money for a lie. Yeah. Because if you buy likes and it's not authentic, so it means it's not productive. It's, it's like painting your house gold and believing that you live in a gold house. Simple as that. Yeah. So as a person, I believe that you live your truth. Stop worrying about other people's opinions about your life. Don't look for those public approvals. Oh, you are kabi bichi. You be wakabi in your own way. And if you are every one of us, like for example, I prefer being an ordinary person and do extraordinary things. It's amazing, isn't it? Than pretending to be an extraordinary person, providing nothing to society. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. So in terms of music, how many songs do you have so far?
I think I got like 50 songs.
50? Yeah, that's a lot.
Total,
are all
more than 50
out there, or some of them are yet to be?
No, I've not been uploading music for good 3 years, I think.
3 years. So why aren't you uploading?
I just took a break from music because for my mental health, I couldn't deal with London music, music with Ugandan community. Because the thing is, I was so lucky. I count myself blessed that I'm one of the first musicians that people embraced. People supported me. People always turned up in my shows. But the problem I had is the people that were around me. Either they didn't believe in me, or they just, because they were so used to me.
People around you, who do you mean? Did you have a management?
It's not more like an attack.
Was it a management? Was it your friends?
It's still not their fault. It's not like specifically my friends. It's the wrong perception of things. Just because I know MOSEH, me and MOSEH we eat katogo, does not mean MOSEH can be extraordinary in a certain way of life. You get it? This is the problem we have as Ugandans, because I can't say Africans. Because when you look at Nigerians, how they promote their people, Nigerians promote from artists, comedians,
everything, every area,
Nigerians promote talent. Whereas in Uganda, the place where you come from are the people, not the fans. Don't get me wrong. There's two things: your followers, the real fans, and the people who are meant to elevate this talent. Because the thing about art, you need a promoter, you need a fan, and you need a management.
Goes under
So if you're lacking management, and management does not require money, management requires belief. If someone believes in you, that you are as good as anyone over there, you're good to go. You can find money. Money is not a problem, especially in Europe. If you have talent and you're a hardworking person, you can pursue that. But the problem is, look at Ugandan shows. People have this belief that because you live in England, you must come before Ugandan artists. It's ignorancy. because it's even...
What do you mean by that? That if you live in England,
that's what it is. You've been to Ugandan shows.
Yeah,
have you ever seen a Ugandan a UK-based artist performing after Ugandan artists? I'm the one who forced it, because for me...
No, which one? Say again. I didn't quite get
just
it.
Because you live in England,
right?
Someone assumes that you are under... What's the name they call it? Upcoming artist.
So if you are in the UK, you are an upcoming
forever, for the rest of your life.
Okay, that I understand.
It's the same problem. It's the same problem in Uganda.
Yeah.
People assume that just because an international artist, let's say Wizkid or Diamond Platinum or Asha or any big artist or Jay-Z went to Uganda, he must be last. That's bull.
To be like the highlight of the show, like
that's something to do with how you want the climax. You get it? Some people will be like, okay, I want the show to be on level. I don't want low. I want it to be I want it to be entertaining. So what they do this intervals. You've been to theaters. Yeah. You've been to shows on O2. You've recently, I don't know if you watched, we went to Wizkid.
Yeah.
He kept himself as I've introduced this to people. I said, Ugandan people, they are very loyal fans. Yeah. They support whatever, how many mistakes we have made, they still come. Yeah. And I said, one of the most expensive shows here in UK is a Ugandan show. Yeah. Because I live in people. You're my friend. I know you're gonna buy a dress which is around 150 or 200 pounds because you want to look good. You're going to MOSEH show. So because of MOSEH show, you're spending 200. You're spending money on parking. You're spending money on drinks. So in total, you're spending like 500 pounds to just watch MC MOSEH. So for me, as a creative person, I'm thinking, what can I give you that fits the value of your coming to my show? And I can't mention names, it's very disrespectful. I'll speak collectively. I'll include myself in that. Yeah. But that we have still failed to deliver something X factor, like someone to say, oh my God, this show was different from... There hasn't been anything like that. It's the same routine. You can still bring the same artist, but you can change the presentation. You can change the way you're going to entertain people. For example, VJ OJ, for me in my perception, he's a well-established artist. The guy dresses well, the guy looks good, the guy makes good videos, the guy's got good music. No. I'm going to give example to people I know. He even has
a song with Awilo Longomba.
He
went international there.
Speeder.
Yeah.
Not because he's my friend. He's a good artist, and you are in a position to elevate him. And Aliwabwe, Ochegera. If you're bringing artists from Uganda, just say, okay, we're going to have David Lutalo for 30 minutes. Yeah. Tufune interval tulete Speeder, tujeo Speeder tulete let's say John Black, tujeo John Black, tulete Leah Hubs, tujeo Leah Hubs, tulete Chosen Becky, tujeo... Do you understand? Yeah. So the show is like that. What that does, it gives credibility to every artist. It gives it gives like everyone is involved. But Banaban is such a very dangerous ignorance that it's so persistent that people don't get it. So the problem with it, Katinaban, they are used to it.
Just to continue, please, can you subscribe to the channel,
Definitely.
Obviously watch the video, you must be watching by now, and like it, comment, share it out with your friends and families, comment down below and just join the discussion, please. We appreciate you all.
Support your fellow Ugandan. And the channel is Ugandan channel, so it could be helpful for you. Because thing is, what we enzotuka nobeera ngoba ofunye ekizibu nga wetaaga supporting nga channel eno yesobola okuyamba. I think it's a culture that us Ugandans we must embrace and because that's what Nigerians do, Ghanaian people, is support community projects.
They do,
Even if tomanyi kelea nga tomumanyi bulungi oba tomumatira, just subscribe. You know, it doesn't cost you a penny.
No, it doesn't.
Just subscribe
free,
because it might help another person. That's what I believe in, to be honest with you.
Yeah, thank you so much, MC
Yeah.
Mose.
Twabadde kubayimbi.
Tuli kubayimbi wano ng'ogamba. Kakati
Abayimbi, that issue I was talking about is an old issue, and I came to a conclusion that abantu baffe abaliwo abapya abakadde, they are not willing to learn, and they won't learn because they're not willing to understand the concept of entertainment. They are more focused on get collection. And like I said, this is
what you think?
It's not an attack, it's just an observation. It's a very positive observation because nze mbeera mu bivvulu mbibaddemu nabiwamu break because of okusoma.
Mbadde manyi mbu tewagenze because of that reason.
No, nabiwamu break because okusoma ate nga nange omuntu nali nga siri happy. Olaba, even my last show was good. Bantu bajja ne bampagira. But I'm a passionate person. Like some things have to be equal. Like buli omu alina, if I support you, you support me.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I'm now becoming, very soon I'm going to be a mental health expert. You know, I've invested a lot of time in studying about psychology and mental health and sociological aspect of how we live life. So the thing is, when you understand these areas, you start to take care of yourself, your mental health. Why would I be in something where I'm not happy? Because the way things were, and it had come to a point where you look like a jealousy person. You know, like if you say something, people will say, "Oh, you are jealous." And for me, I don't like those cheap conversations where we can't sit as people, as Ugandans, and say, how do we progress from this step to other? Same thing apply to LK. That's why you say Tocha Mulaba. You know, and so many
line like
in entertainment because wholeheartedly he gave it all. But he had his own dream. He had a vision that no one could see at that point. You know, and same applies to Abalala, Jeff, Jose Jobs. I'm sure they also want to see where it goes. But collectively, we have to listen to each other, and we have to kwegomba, koppa ku bantu abalala. How do they do it? Lwaki ba artists aba Nigeria, ba UK, bagejja ne bava wano ne baddayo ne Nigeria, and they become big.
Like, the best there,
like
they don't even want to come.
Burna Boy was here, because they receive support in Nigeria, and they see that they have the talent. Olaba nze music wange travels. My music travels. One of my songs, I Miss You. Oyinza ogamba nalukubye yesterday. Okitegeera. But it will be like 20 times harder for me to go to Uganda and establish myself as an artist, because it's the same problem je balina Uganda, same kamunguluze. They don't look at you as an artist, they look at you as a diaspora artist. And then they look at it in a way, oli Bulaaya ate kati ojja wano kuyimba biki. They don't see they don't see it as for example for me, music is passion. Nze siyanga ku sente za music kubanga nze nakikolanga sente zonna ezenzijja mu music zigenda mu charity. That's I wanted to compensate it that way, you know. But
kati otugambye ekirina okukolebwa kyeki
ekirina okukolebwa, I don't think abantu bali ready. Naye abaana abato, I have hope that the new Ugandan generation is different, because bote balina nnyo buli obuzezeze bwe Uganda. Bana Uganda, they are proud to promote Uganda, and as well bakulidde mu Britain watali nnyo selfish culture. Okiraba, I believe that at a certain point there will be success in Ugandan community where you see an artist going global or going back to Uganda and still become big. Ngavudde wano nga tebamutunulidde nga kyenkugambye nti Uganda nze wayonda ko Uganda ku Ugandan TV.
Naye oba togenda to promote yourself.
No, it's not. That's what people think. It does not make sense okukwata omutwalo gwa pound, which is like 40M, nozigabira abakozi ba TV just to put you on air to charge shit. mwana gye tuli eyo tukuba ekyeyo kyaffe naye nga ne music tumukolakola nti kati olina kayimba ki oleseyo kuki. That's not for me. As a person, for me nze nga MOSEH, it's not for me. And I did my observation. I saw countless artists who have tried it. Some have invested big money and it didn't work. Why it didn't work is you must work with equal partners. Nga bwe nakugambye before. Bw'abanga omuntu takulabamu value. Never spending a cent maker. Okitegeera. So not to prolong it, only if people are open to new ideas, only people listen to their fans, and sebanange mutukyusizeemu, because the thing with entertainment, omuntu ne bw'oyimba oluyimba olubi ne batukuba ku radio, kati gwe osomyeko ku psychology, the way how music connects with the human brain, once you repeat it, it becomes a good song.
It does,
okitegeera nti ate oluyimba ne bwe luba lulungi naye kasita tebalupromotinga lujja kusigala lulungi kwoyo aluwulidde. Okitegeera. So it's the same as a brand. If for example Claire, if I keep promoting Claire and 10 of us do, more people will become aware of that, and the more we put it to their face, they will be like, okay, njagala nnyo okola programs za Claire zakabi biki. Why do people watch Lumbuye? Because Lumbuye abamupushinga bangi, because byayogerako society gye tulina eyagala nnyo okuwulira ebintu ebyo. Okitegeera. Naye ate waliyo n'abantu abalala nga badokita, for example, nga dokita asobola okusomesa abantu how to live, on public health issues, how to promote public health. Abantu beerabiridde batya.
Regarding your music, which ones are your top hits? Like, which one are your top listened to music? Because you did say you have about 50 songs. Which ones are the ones you feel that these are the ones that I don't know what I should say, because it's not like top 40 charts or something, but which are your top 5, the ones like you love most, personal, or you think people warmed up to the most?
I like Nalulungi for one reason.
Yeah, Nalulungi.
I made that song at the time I needed something like that. No, in artistic way. Yeah. It brought me to. It was my breakthrough.
It's the one that
it introduced me to people.
Right.
It brought a lot of people to my life because people loved it. So when you look back, those are one of the things you like. Okay, that was good for me because like I said to you, I'm an introvert. I spend time alone, so most of the time mbera nyonzeka. It's by choice. It's not a problem.
Yeah. So Nalulungi.
Naye kati Nalulungi yandetera okuyiga okubeera mu bantu, kutandika okugenda mu bibbala.
Abantu bakaagala jangu okatuyimbire.
Yeah, and then I of course, like nga womanye bya music, you get introduced to different people, DJs, bichi. So yeah, it was something that I needed at that time. And then I Miss You. I like the impact it has on people, especially people in relationships, and the melody of the song and the way the song is made. It's not even about just missing someone. It's just a good song that people love it. Even until today, you love on TikTok. My music, I'd sisobola giteeka ku muntu yenna. It's just my choices on music.
Okay, so
I make music as a hobby. I don't make it as a business. So I tend not to push it as much as I could because wabeera nga we nagambye nina conflict yene y'okubeera njagala kubeera musiraamu kati obusiraamu bugamba music yoyo
ate bamupromotingira mu biduula
kati nembeeraawe. I don't even have music on iTunes because ngenda ningamba mwana kati wenfiira wano music nasigala nga ali ku nsi biki. So it's to do with my mental health. Like I say to you, I like to be honest.
Conflicting decisions.
I know
you
as
have
a
to
person,
make like a dilemma.
I know
for
as
you.
a person, I must choose like to be a Muslim and forget music. But also I know it's a developing process. Nyinza okutuuka time ate nembeera fake. Ngamba nava ate nebirira. So I like music. I like making music especially.
So you've given us 2. Which one is the third one?
There's Mwami Wange. Mwami Wange was a song that I saw and experienced and I wrote about it. Yeah. And that's a song I've Rema Namakula, she's my friend. I've begged her so many times to do a remix of that song. And I've also asked another artist.
Why do you want?
Chosen because the song I wrote it's a song for women.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think because of their names, they are big artists, and because of the way I'm a big fan of them. So I think if they do that song, it would be a massive hit.
So what has Rema said to that?
She's not ready yet, maybe. Yeah, people are busy. Yeah, but maybe she's never had a chance to listen to it. But that's someone I would like to give a song to. But another thing is when people get so big, it's not easy to get their attention on. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not her fault. I'm in that position whereby I know for sure there's someone who needs your attention on a certain thing, but you're busy with studying, with doing this, like Ngawogambi interview. Like you mentioned to me, 1 year, MOSEH is doing interview. Even though I knew, but I didn't know when I'm going to.
It's within last year.
Yeah, so it's not like into but you give people time, especially when it's art. Nze kati music simutunulira nga bya sente because simukola mu sente. Nze asiyimbira bwerere and promoter and they complain that I'm too expensive. I don't know what that means. I don't, but my money goes to charity. My music money goes to charity. Yeah.
Okay.
So katikaliya kalake wabadde obuuza.
No, soko tumalireyo zino countdown.
Yeah. Countdown tujazimalako nga kadi eweteko. Omukyalo ono teyalese ebyuma byonna. Let's go to the thing.
So tumalireyo ennyimba.
Mwami wange nalulungi. Then I have other songs like Katinko, Daktari. I've even made songs that I've been so shy to perform them.
Shy?
Yeah, I've made songs.
Now you're talking about performing now. To wonder more work cappella.
No.
Not
this time.
Not this time. Yeah. Why?
Next time. Ngabantu the interview yafe.
You will read through the comments on the feedback.
We're live, like proper live. Yeah.
Live, by the way, that is a good idea.
So what I was saying, which is more important and is it means a lot to me as a person. Until we learn as Ugandans to promote ourselves, okweyagaliza, knowing that if I elevate you, I elevate myself. Because I've seen it in Nigerian. They know that if I elevate MOSEH, I elevate myself.
So how do they learn that and we don't have that within our community?
They buy no kumanya omugaso gw'okusoma. Okusoma tekitegeeza kugenda mu ssomero. Okusoma is how I can learn from you. Like for example, if you ask me, MOSEH, what is the good thing you've seen about me? I would say persistence. Because I know this thing you're doing is not easy, you know. So everyone, like nga when agambye ba Uncle Danny bani, you looking kati waliwo omukyala bamuyita Sis Seguya ali ku Facebook abika buli kiramu. First it was weird. I was like, oh my god, ono mukazi uli sawa abeera abika. Mama wange mukyala wange bibuli wadiranga. But now she has established herself as a very important person in the community. That if you want to, if oyagala ku proving anti no gana amawulire matuufu, you have to go to her Facebook. That is her social responsibility. She encourages people banango no munnafu afiiridwa mujje tumwe ku mabugo. But because abadugavu tutya okufa, when she implemented that, it was weird, like watch omuntu ono ayogera bakufuulisa okitegeera. Abantu nga William Lule, they provide places where people socialize, even though okirabanga business. Naye bwe kiba kyavuddewo, you really miss it. Okitegeera abantu nga Salabet, they've established Ugandan businesses. We should support them because when we support them, they invest back in people like you.
Okay.
So okitaba, it's not about music only. It's elevation. How do we elevate each other? Waliwo omuvubuka omulala ali ku Facebook bamuyita DJ Shorts. You know, Shorts omumanyi, David Steele.
I've seen the
he promotes healthy lifestyle. Like omuntu okola exercise obirenga okitegeera. Kati nze nina that I see people nengamba omuntu ono mwana, I don't know if he knows the weight of what he's doing. Okitegeera. Kugamba ebintu bingi nti
Just like you send me a message by yourself after I've been waiting all this time.
Because in another interview you are fortunate. And it touched me. And I encourage people to watch Fortunate's interview, because oyinza okumulaba nti mukazi musanyufu naye it shows you that we all have a story. We all do. No one has a sliding like omusetwe. What is omusetwe in Luzungu?
Kasele ingeto.
No, mwana wafe. Omusetwe is flat.
Hey, is it?
Yeah.
Ate
kasele
something easy.
Omusetwe ndoza flat kubanga gwe toyina bizibu ngobulambo buli good. So I was so a bit happy and a bit sad when I saw her sharing that.
Yeah, that's why I said Claire, I like this interview. I like what you're doing. Come on, we do the interview. That's nice.
Mu community. I don't like to look at the bad side of a person. When I see something good in you, I see it as medicine. I see it as a step forward. I will come and say, man, you're good at this, because I know what it means to hear that. You get it? And I know what it means to put people down. And to be honest with you, Ugandans over practice putting people down. You know, they may not like what I'm saying, but that's the truth.
They overdo it.
They over practice putting people down. And another thing is, we are not so used to being corrected or criticized. We are not used to that, because it becomes as an insult or as an attack. It is in politics, you see it. There was times in campaign when we were exchanging things, you could see that we all have one thing in common, but we have different perspectives, and we are not accepting the fact that we are different. We see things different. That if we put all us together, if we listen to each other, maybe we will come to a good solution.
So what was that one
to a unique or a purified solution? But we are so used to being inzali wo nzayogera nzamanyi nze biki okitegera. It's a dangerous thing, and the thing is, you won't know that until you self-reflect and you look in yourself. How do I talk? Nayogedde ntya? Like for me, when I write a Facebook status, Facebook ya mtawana ikomyawo memory.
It does.
You read something you wrote 2 years and you're like,
who wrote this?
Oh my God. You know? Because we were not ready for mass communication. This used to be for professionals, people who go to study how to speak to people. But right now, everyone has got a platform to speak to a global audience, and not everyone is trained for that. You know,
I know, like not like some strong like opinions there, like
people misunderstand me, but they forget I speak from passion. Nze njagala nnyo, for example, laba ensi yange Uganda, njagala nnyo ate kati ngana abantu nga Bobi Wine nkuze naye, like me and Bobi Wine, we've been friends for 20 years.
He knows you personally?
Yeah, we are friends, but we are not, like I say to you, I am not a person that I'm your friend, I call you every day. But I know him for 20 years. And it's not like I know him, he doesn't know me.
Do you have his personal number? Like, can you call him?
If I don't support someone like that, who the hell am I going to support? But at the end of the day, if I see that something is not right, Obama causes sense of it. If I'm not honest to him, or I'm not honest to those who support him, or I'm not honest to the struggle, then who else is going to be honest to that? But abantu baffe, they are not used to that. It's not a problem. It's just that we are not used to that. For example, obeera wano olaba abantu ba Labour bamanyi okugamba omukulembeze waabwe, oh no, but we don't think that should be like that, you need to change. They are used to that. But ewa Museveni, if oli wa Museveni oyina kumuwaana. Doesn't make sense because Museveni are serving Uganda. And just to touch a little bit on politics here, we have to understand into Uganda si ya Museveni, first of all. So oba tumwagala, the truth is a Uganda si ye. Okitegeera. We have same equal rights as his. Naye enjawulo kyalina, because he's the president of Uganda, is entitled to the privileges that comes with that. But if he misuses it, then we are entitled to remind him or take him out of that position because he's misusing it. How do we do that? We do that by understanding the constitution of that country. But if you say, oh, okay, our constitution here, when you take someone to court, it means you have accepted the constitution of the country. When you vote someone, it means you have accepted the constitution of the country. So tosobola gamba nti ate nkikozesaako kino ate sikikozesaako kino. What like we must understand as Ugandans, hold all our leaders accountable from LC1. Naye bwe mbanga nze Mose nzaagulirira owa LC abba ettaka ly'omuntu, obitegeera nti as a society tetusobola kukirwako nnyo kino because politics is complex.
I know, very complex. Era nja kusaba ebyo tubirekaawo bwetyo tubiveeko
naye nga nze kyengezaako promotinga and what I'm not going to stop here, it is if you want the environment to be good, it starts with you.
It starts with you. That's the nice one.
It's simple. That's the conclusion.
You've had it here.
To that. Yeah.
You may have had it here first, so please take it on board.
Yeah.
So,
not forgetting, let's leave music for now because I have an important issue as a man. Yeah, I have an initiative I've introduced, and I didn't want to use music to promote it. I want to use it as Moses or Musa or whatever you see, in any way you see me. Yeah, abana fa abalenzi myaka jaffe, we are not educated about women, but we are meant to be with women for the rest of our lives. That's why all of us we are struggling. So I've initiated something, a program, and I'm trying to encourage my friend to join me, because it's part of my charity Jenkola Uganda, is to teach men about women. Like kabere tata azaala omwana n'afuuka teenager nga tata tamanyi na kyakola na teenager we. Okitegeera because in culture yamwe eyedda yewe yaffe abaana baabulirwanga basenga. You understand? But now basenga tebakyalina nnyo budde, basenga bali Dubai, bali London, biki basenga baafa because ewafa abantu bafa mangu kati. Olaba the way this thing people celebrate that, oh, we have the youngest generation. What happens to the oldest? You know, it means people die young. That's why you have the youngest generation. So it means some of the cultural norms we are losing them because people used to go to elders for okubuulirirwa okumanya kyekyo okukola. For example, nakolako research yange Uganda, women, their body and their feminine nature
to educate
and also having a balanced understanding of two species fighting each other when the whole world is created around man and a woman. Women have been struggling to like feel equal, and cultures have been, stopping women to achieve as much as men can achieve. So the only way we can get rid of that issue is as men supporting women. And by doing that, we can start with our own children or the women we live with. So you women, you have to teach us so much about yourself so that we can understand. And then take it from there. So
you would still tell us more about this, your project? You know, the one.
Oh, my charity.
Yeah, the charity.
Oh, the one I was talking about, the girls one. Yeah, the main one.
Yeah.
No, because I have a daughter now. And every time I see my daughter growing, I get scared. I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to deal with her? Because I used to change her pampers, now I can't. I'm even scared. I'm like, oh my God. There was a time she was going to bath and she said, Papa, Jango Naze, like, I was like, oh my God, I can't. And she found this so funny. Because I'm thinking, oh, my baby's growing up. No, man, I can't do that. And then it hit me. I'm like, oh my God, I would kill a man who mistreats man. And then I was like, oh my God, how many people's daughters I've spoken to? You know, in a way that I would not like a man. Then it started to hit me, and then I'm like, where would I want my daughter to go if she needed help? Me first.
Yeah.
So how would my daughter run to me if I don't have a good communication with her?
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
First, I must have a good communication with her. we must have a safe relationship where she feels safe to talk to me about anything. Sexual education, anything that is changes on her body. Like for me and my daughter, she talks to me like she's a tall lady. She's lucky because I'm a short man. I don't think I'm really short, but I don't know how she turned out to be such a gorgeous lady. But and she's clever, alhamdulillah. She talks, she's like, why am I taller? Like, I'm taller than everyone. I don't want to grow so fast like this. And I could see that, oh my gosh, she's a woman, because women, they get bothered about stuff. And I'm like, how do I talk to her? Because if she's bothered about her size, that she's taller than everyone in class, what happens when she starts putting on this? She's going to be like, oh my God, you know, I need to understand this. So this is why I want to start to promote in young fathers that, you know, when your child goes into your stuff periods, when so you can say, you can talk to your daughter, can send you to the shop, you get the stuff for her. So it's not a problem. Like in Uganda, omusajja taata w'omuwala agamba omwana ampe mudde biki biki. So we need to educate our generation that your child's conversations are the same as the conversations with the mother. You understand what I'm saying? But I know it's gonna be hard for me, but I would be happy that I start that. I've already initiated it. I started it in Uganda. I started by providing pads. I wanted to work with some of the celebrities. Sheba, she has to. I've tried to contact those people, but that's Nancy Mug as well. Have you seen Nancy? Yeah. She can be my witness. But what I'm trying to say, it is abantu abo bakoze amanya tobanenya. They get a lot of people who contact them about same stuff. Ne batabeera serious. So because for me, I've been in that lifestyle, I know. So if I contact, for example, Bashiba or Zari, Nebatadamu, it's not a problem, Sibanyigira, because I don't know at what scale of how many people contact them about the same thing and they're still not serious. But my message is, drive the message there, do what you can, let someone else alabe byokola. For example, mwabakazi mutuyigiriza ffe abasajja, like nganze Mose ndi brother we so kungama Mose, this is how you deal with a daughter, this is how you talk to a girl, this is omwana omulenzi tomukuzanga mulenzi, mukuzenga a good citizen. N'omwana omuwala tomukuzanga just muwala, wabula mukuzenga the same values you want for your son is the same values you should want for your child. Tokuza mwana wo for bufumbo just. Kati abazadde abamu bakola problem mu Uganda. Omwana wange bw'ona okulwa musajja ajja kukuwasa akuzimbire. That shouldn't be a dream for a girl child. A girl child should also dream to be a doctor, should also dream to be a CEO, because marriage is just part of us. It's not a way of success. Yeah, it's part of success. It's just part of success. But it doesn't mean it because of omusajja omugaga you can't. So I said I started with providing pads because in COVID, in the first lockdown, that's when I got to learn that young teenagers like 12, 13, they were getting pregnant. So I did ask some of the elders that who helped me to distribute food and clothes in some villages, and they said it's not about that kids are crazy or poor upbringing, it's the needs. It's that some of these kids now, they go into their periods at 13 years old, and if this child doesn't have money and she's so shy to speak to the father because of the cultural norms, and the aunties are not in the villages anymore, they went to Kampala, some in Dubai, some in Saudi Arabia, like so much has changed about society. So what happens is kubeerako akalenzi k'okukyalo olina mugamba mpayo sente ngoyagala zaaki oyinza okuwa sente omala kumpaako stuff like that. So what happens is, at the time when the body of this woman is so fragile that the girl that the possibility of her getting pregnant is higher, she has to trade herself to a boy or a man to get the money to buy pads. So the pads become useless in future because she gets pregnant on spot. So I started by providing that, but providing that is not enough. Also provide it with education. So I think like pads. How do you call it them? Sanitary pads.
Yeah.
I think the government should come in also, and abantu ngafa abalala kino we can help the government, or the whole government can help us to make it free. As I was talking about that, we will in future kwongerezako from there, maybe camera yesobola okufollowing this initiative.
So that is it from us today, and I would like to say a very special thank you to MC MOSEH. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
For all the discussions you have shared with us here. We appreciate them all, and we would like
tusonyiwe bonna abanawuliramu ebitasanyusa bijjate bigenderedde
mutusonyiwe, please. But
it's coming from a good place.
Yes. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, share it out, and we will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.